about it.
Yes, yes.
We can chat all about it.
We can chat.
Baby boy, tell me
Chat.
about it.
Yes, yes, baby boy, yes.
Exploring common themes with me.
With the good vibes goddess. Yes.
Greetings, lovely faces. Greetings, lovely faces. Greetings, lovely faces. We are exploring common themes with your girl with the good vibes goddess. Yes. So today on Exploring Common Themes, our theme is depression. Depression, and there are 5 benefits from being depressed. Don't worry, don't stress. Being depressed ain't the end of the world, right? Oh, y'all thought I was gonna keep rhyming. 5 beneficial things from depression. It's not the end of the world, okay? Feel free to calm down and rest yourself. Rest yourself. So we're talking about 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, things that is actually beneficial from a depressive state. So, before we begin, let's define depression. All right? Okay? I got a little note in front of me. Right. So, depression is an emotional state that is marked by feelings of low self-worth, guilt, and a reduced ability to enjoy life. According to psychologists, one more time, depression is an emotional state that is marked by the feelings of low self-worth, guilt, and a reduced ability to enjoy life. Are you feeling this way today? Have you ever felt this way? Well, it's okay. We're going to talk about it. We're exploring common themes, and the theme of the day is depression. It's not the end of the world. It's actually the beginning of something very, very beautiful. Trust me. So something about being depressed, right? You're feeling low self-worth. And this topic is important to me because I myself have experienced depression a few times in life, but definitely more so recently. And when you're depressed, everything sucks, right? Naturally, I'm an optimist. Optimistic. I'm like, I'm always looking on the sunny side of the street. If somebody if somebody's feeling down or somebody's worried about something, I'm like, well, if you look at it like this, if you look at it like that, when you're depressed, you're just like, life sucks. You suck. They suck. Everybody sucks. So when you're depressed, everything sucks. Everybody sucks. Everybody gets on your nerve. And the main sucky thing, the sucky thing about life is yourself. The person that's depressed sucks the most out of anything and everything. You don't like yourself. You don't like yourself. Back to the definition: an emotional state that is marked by feelings of low self-worth and a reduced ability to enjoy life. You suck. When you're depressed, when I was depressed, I was like, I don't like none of this about me. Didn't think I was pretty. Didn't think I was worthy to do anything or be anything. Like, I just sucked. Like, why was I even created? Type of sucked. So everything sucks while you're depressed, but the main thing that sucks is yourself. And that's what you think and feel about yourself because you're depressed. Low self-worth. Feelings of low self-worth. So, also, who does depression affect? Anybody, everybody. Depression, it doesn't discriminate. It don't care if you're a boy or a girl, or if you got brown skin or not so brown skin. It don't care if you live in North America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Like, anybody who's ever walked the face of this earth has the potentiality to, at some point in their life, feel or become or will experience depression. Anybody. Fucking body. I can curse, it's my channel. Any motherfucking body. Anybody can be depressed, right? So how to recognize your depressed state. I got a bunch of little notes here to make sure I don't leave anything out. All right? Organization. How to recognize your depressed state, right? So, loss of enjoyment in things usually enjoyed is one, right? When you're depressed, how to recognize that you are depressed. You don't really care about anything. Things that usually would make you happy, you just don't want to do. You don't want to experience. You don't want to go there. You know, if you usually like to go to the park or go to the lake or to the beach and lake skip rocks. Like, I like skipping rocks. And if there's one day where I'm near the lake, I'm just gonna be like, I ain't trying to skip no rocks. I don't even want to see water. Like, it just makes you just don't want to do things that would usually make you happy, right? So loss of enjoyment in things that usually enjoyed by you, right? Also, to recognize that you're in a depressed state, you become pessimistic. I talked about this a second ago. Optimism is when you see the sunny side of the street, everything is going to be okay. Everything is all right. The world isn't that bad. When you're a pessimist, you're just like, ugh. Like, everything. You see the negative in everything rather than the positive in everything. Everything sucks. Everybody sucks. Oh my God. We're all gonna die. We might as well just die now. You feel pessimistic. And it's so hard. If you've ever been around somebody with that type of attitude, a pessimistic person, you try to be like, hey man, you know, this and that. And they're just like, no, not going there. No, fuck all of that. It's basically their attitude, their, everything. And so while I was depressed, I had depressed friends, and it was hard trying to lift up somebody when you're already feeling down. And this one person was giving me this pessimistic thing, and I'm like, look, I can't with you. We can't be friends until you feel better, because you're bringing me down a bit, and I'm already down. All right? So you become pessimistic, you lose interest in things that's usually interesting to you, and you don't want to be on earth. When you're depressed, you just kind of really want to die. You kind of really want to die. And I'm saying this because when I was depressed, I kind of really wanted to die, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about or a depressed person's life or value or talents and abilities and potential. I was like, it's a P word. They don't care about their potential of what they can be, because apparently one of the reasons why they're depressed is because they ain't what they want to be or where they want to be in life, and so they feeling low, right? How does depression affect you, right? Depression affects you because it paralyzes your progress. Depression paralyzes your progress. You don't care about anything. You don't care about nobody. You are extremely pessimistic. So if you did try for something, you're only going to kind of try and not really try. And if you do try and it doesn't go the right way, you're just going to be like, I knew it. That's why I didn't want to try. That's why I shouldn't try. That's why I shouldn't even be on earth. When I say be on earth, yeah, sometimes you have suicidal thoughts while you're in a depressed state because you don't want to be on earth or associated with society, humans, right? So depression affects you because it paralyzes your progress for the duration that you are depressed. Only for the duration that you are depressed. Moving forward. So today on Exploring Common Themes, we're talking about the 5 benefits of that you can receive by being depressed. It's not a bad thing. Life continues. We're going to talk about it because we're exploring things, yeah. So 5 benefits from being depressed, and I have more notes. Okay. Thing number 1. Depression allows you to withdraw, right? Withdrawal. you're gonna spend time to yourself. By yourself, you're not gonna want to go out. I remember when I was depressed, people were like, yeah, come to this open mic, girl. You want to be on stage. You want to sing for people. You want to, be the fabulous person that you are. And it was one time I actually went. It was more than once where I actually went and I didn't have fun and I didn't shine and I didn't feel like, I felt bad. It sucked. Everything sucked. And the main thing that sucked was me. The first thing I said. It sucked. Pessimistic, right? So when you withdraw, you allow and you usher in to your mind, to your environment, peace and quiet. When you withdraw, you stop people pleasing. A lot of times we give. Somebody's like, hey, I want you to come, see me do this and that. And it's like, okay, well, I'll be there. What time? And people be like, hey, you want to come out to this party and this and that. It's like, okay, I'll be there. What time? And people be like, all of that stops when you're depressed because you don't give a shit. So, what does any of that have to do with me? You go do you, and I'm gonna sit over here and just be by myself because I don't even want that. I don't even want to be with me right now because I'm depressed. When you're depressed, you don't even want to be with you. If you could remove you from the situation, then you feel like you would be happy. But you don't want to be around people, and you really don't even want to be around yourself. So when you withdraw, at least that's really the only thing you can control. So it removes other people and their energies and because you just can't. It gives you, when you're depressed and you're around people, it gives you anxiety. And the anxiety kind of makes you just want to die because you're depressed. Being honest, I've been there. Speaking from experience. Okay. And also, when you withdraw from societal expectations of you, right? You don't care, about fixing yourself up. When you do go out, if you decide to go out, you'll probably go out dingy. You probably go out looking dingy, feeling dingy. You'll probably, if you even have clothes on. Because sometimes, even when I'm not depressed, I don't even feel like putting on nothing. Like, why can't we just walk around and just be ourselves? Why do we have to put on all this stuff? And that's why I don't like winter. In winter, you gotta put on all this stuff. I don't like having on stuff. I want to be free. But that's just the free spirit in me. Back on topic. So when you withdraw, you remove societal expectations of yourself because you don't care, because society sucks, because everything sucks, and the main sucky thing is yourself, right? Benefit number 1, you withdraw. Number 2, you purge. When I was depressed, and let me explain purging. Purging is the release of something. You release. So when I was depressed, before I realized I was depressed, I didn't cry. I couldn't cry. And I would post on Facebook here and there. I'm like, I still haven't cried. Still haven't cried. I became emotionally constipated. And I was emotionally constipated for a while, for maybe a year before I was actually in a place where I knew I was depressed. And it was seemingly nothing I could do about it but just be depressed. Like, it was just like all around me, and I just like, oh my God, I'm depressed and it sucks, right? So you purge. When I finally realized that I was depressed and I accepted this depressive state, I finally cried. I cried. And I recorded myself. I actually have a microphone, and I had my microphone, and I was just talking and just saying everything that I felt like was wrong and that I was doing wrong and that everything. And then I just cried. I cried. Finally, it took about a year for tears to actually come out of my eyeballs. Like, I wouldn't even cry if something got stuck in my eye. Like, it was just like no tears. Dried up. Emotionally constipated. Couldn't cry. When I was depressed, I cried. And I think it's because I didn't care. I didn't care. There's no pride when you're depressed. You don't care. I don't care if people see me cry. I don't care if I see me cry. You know, and maybe I was being prideful where I didn't want to see me cry early on. And then once I became depressed and I knew I was depressed, I didn't care about that caring, about crying. I cried. I cried a lot. Like, a lot. Right? And then sometimes when you purge, it can come in the form of either eating a bunch. People eat emotionally all the time and don't even realize that they're doing it. So you eat or you don't eat. So a lot of times when you're depressed, you don't eat. And your purge is actually you fasting. Hey, when you fast, fasting is a spiritual something. Fasting is a spiritual something. So a lot of times when people are angry and they hate themselves and they just want to die, they'd be like, I don't even want to feed myself. I'm going to starve myself to freaking death until I just lay in bed one day dead because they're depressed, right? We're talking about depression. So actually all of that, starving yourself to freaking death because you just want to die, you're fasting. And while you're fasting, you're healing things. You're giving your body time and space to break down things, to get rid of any toxicity within your body. If you've been drinking a whole bunch and you decide to just stop everything, your body's gonna break that down and get rid of that. You're still gonna drink water. Like nobody ever just you're not gonna dehydrate yourself to death. Come on now. Really? Who? Not me. I ain't do that. And so you're actually fasting, which is a purification process, which is very helpful, especially while you're depressed. We're talking about good things about depression, right? So you allow yourself to withdraw and then you purge. The third good thing about depression is you become very, very selfish. Hey, selfish. You become very extremely selfish because you don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about nobody wanting you to be here, wanting you to be there. You don't even care that it's daylight outside. You don't care about any motherfucking thing. You're selfish. You feel selfish. If you want to do something, then you go and do it. You know, if you want to eat a whole freaking piece of cake, you want to eat a whole cake. All of it. Like you do what you want to do and you don't care what anybody thinks about whatever it is that you decide to do. And usually whatever it is, it doesn't concern or involve anybody other than yourself, right? Because you're selfish and it's hard to be selfish when there's other people involved. So you withdraw, you purge, and then you do what the fuck you want to do. You're depressed. And actually, honestly, a lot of times we are people pleasers. We always are there for other people. We always do things that other people want us to do. We always, are available to other people. And so when you're depressed, fuck those people. Fuck them. Fuck them. Not physically, but just get out. You don't care about them, right? And you do the things that you haven't been doing because you've been too busy pleasing other people. And a lot of times when you're pleasing other people, you are not making the progress that you want because you're making yourself available for other people to help fulfill their dreams, to help support them, to help do things for them. And then you realize that they're not doing these things back for you. So who's going to be there to support you? Who's going to be there to help you? Who's going to be there to fulfill your dreams? And a lot of times when you are depressed, it's because you don't see the progression in life that you need in order to be happy. So you do what you want to do, and you become very, very selfish. And that, my friend, is not a bad thing, especially when all you do is give. Moving forward, thing number 4 is that you, after withdrawing from people, after purging, crying, laughing hysterically, throwing up. Some people got stuff in their body that needs to come up. However you purging, after time to be selfish and doing what you want and having your own pity party and tearing the motherfucking club up because you just want to. That's a part of purging. Rage. Some people rage, right? Then there's accountability. When you're depressed, it's usually because the lack of progress in your life. For myself, personally speaking, I was like, dang, I'm getting a little bit older. Everybody's getting a little bit older, you know, and in society, we kind of be like, okay, well, by the age of blah, blah, blah age, I want to do this, and that. And I'm realizing, okay, I'm blah, blah, blah age, and ain't none of that going on for me right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the world is going on? So, lack of progress. So when you take time to yourself, when you purge, when you have some time to be a little bit selfish, then you can become accountable for your actions, accountable for your progress, accountable. You sit back, you have time to analyze. Number 4, you become accountable. You analyze, because there's nobody in your space, there's nobody in your ear, and you know you've purged, you're cleaning yourself, your body, like. You become accountable. When I was depressed, I was like, why? I didn't judge myself, because I have reached a level of maturity where I know that these things happen for a reason. If you watch Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, Diving Deep, once again, he says depression is deep rest. And so, deep rest. I don't know. All right, we'll get into that next. But so I started to analyze my life when I was depressed. What am I doing? What am I not doing? What should I be doing to make myself happy? Life is an accumulation of a bunch of present moments, right? This moment, as soon as this moment passes, it becomes the past, right? Before this moment becomes this moment, it exists in the future. So life is nothing but an accumulation of nows, right? What are you doing with your now? What are you doing with your nows, right? Because now is either going to make a better tomorrow, a better future, a better year or two or whatever from now, or it's gonna make shit suck. It depends on what you do right now. Right now I'm making a video because in the future I would love to have millions of followers on YouTube. I would love to inspire lots of people and to help change people's paradigms, which is their mindsets. That's what I would like. So we are exploring common themes until that happens, and it's only going to happen through a build up of nows, with me using my time now to do something progressive, to do something that's going to help people. Yeah, okay, I can still be a helper. I can still help and assist people, but maybe not to a point where I'm in their faces using up my actual present time. You know, you can watch this video whenever, roll it back, watch it again, send it to somebody, watch it with them. Like, so I'm making myself available by making myself available differently. I was about to say not available. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, leave a comment below. Right? So you become accountable. You analyze your things. You have time now to sort out things. Because when you're depressed, you really just want to feel good again. Nobody likes feeling unlikable, especially to themselves. You know, so you really just want to feel good again. In order to feel good again, you have to analyze what's going on. So benefit number 5 from depression is you get time to rest. Yes, rest, right? You take naps. You take a lot of naps. You become a napaholic. You take naps guilt-free. You don't care if it's sunny outside. You don't care if it's Christmas. You don't care if you're in the, you know, if people are downstairs partying. Like, you don't care if it's Super Bowl. You don't care what's going on in society. You're going to sleep. And like I was saying about Infinite Waters, Diving Deep, Ralph Smart, he defines depression as deep rest. deep rest. You're gonna rest. You're gonna nap. You're gonna go to bed early. You're gonna wake up late. You're gonna become a napaholic. Lots of us are functioning depression. So yeah, okay, I understand. You still gotta get up. You still gotta go to work. You still gotta make that dollar. You know what I'm saying? But me, lucky for me, I worked for myself and I slept. I was just like, make money later. Make money later. All right. Back to sleep. Like, I became a napaholic. I didn't care. I still don't care. I still take naps. I like it. It feels good to me. So you rest. Yes, this is really what we've been waiting on. When you're depressed, you sleep, and when you sleep, you energize yourself. You let your mind kind of turn off. Your mind never really stops, because even when you dream, it's like your brain is always functioning, to a certain capacity. But like when you're asleep, you're not worried, right? You're not, sad about the past. You're not anxious about the future. You're not even worried about what's going on right now. When you're asleep, you are at peace. And when you're depressed, all you want is peace. And when you rest, you have to have peace to close your eyes and go to sleep, So you rest, you sleep a lot, and it's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Go take a nap. And so something that I did when I was depressed, I learned the value of the do not disturb button on my phone. I still use it to this day. Whenever I go to sleep, if I'm taking a nap, if I'm asleep at night, do not disturb. I don't care who you are. Your call is not important enough to wake my slumber. Hey, yes. Your call is not important enough to break my slumber. I don't care. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm not waking up because I need to go to sleep, and sleep is important. And, a lot of times, especially before I went through my depressive state, people would call me in the middle of the night, wake me up, and not say anything, like not really talk about anything. I'm like, dude, you just woke me up. Just to say, hey, like you didn't want nothing, for real? There's nothing else going on? And then I would be salty about that. Salty, like salt. Salty about it, like just, people suck. Especially when you're depressed, everybody sucks. And so, these are the 5 things, benefits from being depressed, right? It allows you to withdraw, to have peace, to have space from people and societal expectations of you. You end up purging. You may laugh hysterically. You may cry like a baby for days. And you may eat in abundance or not eat at all. You purge, you release emotions. You may go and get angry and just tear the motherfucking club up and something like that. You take time and space to be selfish. You do what you want to do, which is what we all want to do anyway, but we spend time doing other people's shit, right? So you have time and space to be selfish. Yes, go be selfish. Do you? Then you analyze your life and you become accountable. Accountability is where the healing begins, or the progress begins. And you rest. And these are in no really particular order. These are just 5 benefits, however they may come to you in your life. If you ever experience depression, rest. Remove yourself from people. Take time, cry, get whatever emotion that's stuck inside of you. Like, I didn't cry for about a year. And this is before I realized I was depressed. Like, when I realized I was depressed, that's when the tears came. But before that, I was just like, dang, some stuff had happened. And I had gone through some stuff and people did me wrong. And I'm like, I still ain't cried about it. I know I need to cry about it, but I still ain't cried about it. I know I need to cry about it, but I still ain't cried about it. But when it was real and when life became whatever, I cried. I cried a lot. I cried like a baby, like ugly cry type of cry. I cried. I did that. And I'm not ashamed about it. So you become accountable, you rest, you purge, you take time and space to be selfish, and you rest. All of those good things. hopefully this video has helped you with your life, make you see some things a little bit clearer. If you like this information, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, the notification button, so you know every single time I post a video like this one. All right, I am the Good Vibes Goddess, and we are exploring common themes. Yes, have a great day. Peace. Beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people. Yeah, we did that.